let's clarify one thing.
What's that?
Amazon KDP is saturated. Millions of low-content books are uploaded every year. And if you think a plain, simple notebook is gonna cut it anymore, it won't. The real secret? The KDP authors making consistent passive income are working smarter, not harder. They're mastering the art of rapid creation, repurposing their best designs, and leveraging key tools to get dozens of new listings up fast. And here's the good news. You can do the exact same thing and get 5 unique planners live in the time it takes to watch this video. You don't need to be a graphic designer or spend hours perfecting a single layout. You just need the right template and a repeatable workflow. It's not hard, but if you're feeling overwhelmed, I assure you, I'm going to walk you through this step by step to batch create your next bestsellers right now. Let's get started. Our goal here is to make something that's repeatable, that's high quality, and can help you stand out from the crowd, but also save you time. I'm going to start here in Canva. I decided I'm going to dive into a journal or a planner. So I just typed in journal and I started to go through, review what I wanted. What I'm looking for here is something that I can take, change little things here and there to make it unique, but not have to remake an entirely new journal every time I decide to make a new one. So for example, this is a really great example of an inside daily journal that has details that I need. I could possibly change the daily affirmation part or the daily gratitude, maybe make it my own, kind of adjust it a bit. Let's see what else we have here. I'm going to look down here. Daily mood tracker is a good one. Ooh, brain dump. That's a really good one because I could use that and identify my target markets that I want to make for my 5 notebooks. So for example, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do, is I could take this, change a few things on it to reflect a specific market. So when you create a planner that's focused on a market such as nurses, teachers, or dog lovers, cat lovers, you are wading through all of these saturated millions of other planners out there that are just a planner. If you have a theme and you focus on a specific person who's going to be using this book, not only is it easier to get identified on KDP, but it makes it a really great gift. If someone has, a nurse in their life and they want a special gift for them, this is a really great gift idea. So the journal that I ended on was this one, a goal planner. I liked the planner because it gave me a goal section. It gives some flexibility of the key milestones, possible challenges. It just really worked for me. I liked down here that it was a week-long tracker. And I like that it's not a daily goal planner or a weekly goal planner. It's very general, so I can make each one focused on a specific theme. So first of all, I need to change the size. I'm going to do a 6x9 because this looks like it's more 8.5x11. That's a little too big. I want something someone can put in their bag or their backpack, take to work with them, or just keep by the side of their bed. So I like a 6x9. It's a little bit better. So I'm going to come over here to resize. And you can see I already have 6x9 selected because I tend to do this a lot. When it shifted, it luckily removed that. See this these squares over here on the left-hand side? I wasn't able to select those and delete them. But luckily, when I changed the size, it must be on the outside of the page. Anyway, got rid of them, so no problem. I just moved some things around. I kind of spaced things out a little bit better. Like this particular section was up too high. So I just kind of moved things around and made it look nice and clean. So this is my main page. I'm going to call this my goal planner template because I'm going to come back to this quite a bit and I could use it in the future. Now let's talk about those 5 themes. I've decided on first one to be flowers, just someone who loves flowers, someone who is looking for a floral themed planner. So you can see I changed the goal planner words, just moved them over a little bit. I came over here to elements. I typed in flowers. And when I come here to graphics, this is great, but I also know that this is going to be in black and white. So flowers, let me do outline. Okay, there's some really pretty ones. And this is where I selected the ones. I tried to make sure that they were all kind of the same style. If you'll notice, also, let's look at the colors. This is not black. It's like a dark gray. And you can come here, and when I found the color, I was able to select the color here of the flower and change it to make sure that it matched. And you could make goal planner darker. It's up to you. Those shades of grayscale will show in the book, but overall, this is going to be a black and white or grayscale book. So flowers is my first one. I put another little flower right down here. Cats for cat lovers is my second one. You can see I didn't change anything else except put a little cat and a cat yarn ball right there. My next one is dogs, because everybody loves a dog planner, a little bone down there. I thought about down here, which you could do this, changing each of these to like a dog bone, a cute little dog face. And then my next one is going to be for nurse. And again, I just came here to elements. A nurse and doctor icons is what I typed in, and it gave me a lot of examples. And then my last one is for a teacher. Very simple, and this is probably going to sell really big over the summer or even a Christmas gift. And I put a little apple right there. Another idea is you could do apples for each of these down here. So I have my 5 planners all laid out. All I need to do is multiply these. I am going to do a 102 page book. So it's 102 because page 1 is the title page. Page 2 is the copyright page. And I only want this to be on the front page. I don't want it to be on the back also. So I'm going to show you a little extra surprise I'm going to do on the back of these pages. Let's talk about the cover really quickly, because again, the cover seems to be what takes a lot of time. I did the exact same process. I went to Canva, I typed in journal cover, and I found this one because look what I can do. I need to change the size to make sure it's the correct size for my cover. Let's have KDP calculate the size of the cover for me. So here I know it's going to be a paperback, black and white paper, left to right, measured in inches, 6 by 9, and 102. Calculate dimensions. And then when you click on this download template, it downloads. So here are the dimensions. I've uploaded it over here, right there. And I'm going to go ahead and go to resize, custom size, and I'm going to type in the dimensions and then create a new template. I then placed this template on top of the first page because what I need to be able to do is I need to be able to lower the transparency to see behind it to make sure that everything is lined up. Everything in the white is your live area, and then you have the blue dashed line that's on the spine fold. You want to be very careful about what you put on the spine. And then I have my red area, which is the out of live or the bleed area. Maybe a tiny bit of that will be left on the actual print, but don't expect it to. Just make sure there's no text or any major parts in the red area. So I place it on top, and then I just lowered the transparency and I started to build the template. So I came over here to the elements, and when I typed in the doctor and nurse icons, when I clicked on one, it then opened up the smart icons and the smart suggestions, and it helped suggest all of these other icons. And so it was really easy to then place them on here. I took this little section and I expanded it a bit so that we have the goal planner, and I wanted it to be very clear. So this is the subtitle, a guided planner to clarify your vision and make consistent progress. What I do love to do is to put on the back an example of what the goal planner is. So that's my very last step. Let's look at the next covers that I've made. So the next one is the dog one. I still have a few to fill in, so I'll show you my workflow with that. And this is the flower one. So I still have the cat and the teacher one to do. So let's work on those. We're all set. Now let's go ahead and jump on over to our pages, and let me show you how to duplicate and that little surprise we're going to put on the back of each page. So we're going to do this one as the example. First, let's come here. I'm going to add a page. And down at the bottom right, I love this grid view. So let's add a couple more pages. Okay. So this is going to be our title page. And let me show you what I'm going to do for the title page. I have all of this grouped together, so I'm just going to copy that. Put it here on the front page. And on the back of the second page, that's going to be our copyright. I'm going to jump over to ChatGPT and have that write for me. Now let's talk about that back of the fourth page. That's on the back of the first page. I want just a little flower, some kind of decorative thing. So same thing on the nurse's one. I'll do something for the nurse just on the back. So it's not a completely blank page. I actually really like these if they're kind of down here in the corner. Or, yeah, I'm just going to leave that one. Now watch, I'm going to select those and duplicate. Now, just to mix it up a tiny bit, this second one, I'm going to change the flower. Something small, but it just adds a little bit of something extra. Now, when I come back here to the templates, I can select all, deselect the first two pages, and then continue to duplicate till I get to 102 total. So you see there's a little bit of variety in that back flower. To make this go a little bit faster, I'm going to select all again. Duplicate. Oh, I made a few too many. Now, I'm going to go ahead and download this as a PDF. When I do PDF standard, it will download it all as a single PDF for me to then upload to KDP. Now that one went pretty quickly. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other 4, download those, then download the covers and upload them all to Amazon KDP. Now, the only words I needed to change, because I only need to have ChatGPT write the description for me and the keyword phrasing. This is where you're going to promote each book with a few different keywords. You're going to use the word like nurse or teacher in that keyword phrasing, and then you can change the subtitle to really reflect each one. Let me show you an example. Here, this is great. ChatGPT has given me a totally new description and SEO keywords for each journal. And then here, it's also giving me alternative subtitles to really hit home that each one is a little bit different. A floral guided planner for calm, clarity, and consistent progress. Or here for the dogs, a dog lover's guided planner for focus. So it's done all of it for me, all of that wording and keyword phrase. My last step that I try to do on every book is to upload a picture of what's inside the planner or whatever I'm making to the back of the book. So I'm going to come over here and actually just make it dead center so that people know what they're getting. It sure makes sales very clear. They know exactly what to expect. So it really reduces and possibly eliminates any of those negative comments people might get saying that they didn't know what was expected on the inside. So good luck with your journals. Let me know how they go. Oh, and don't forget, I've got all of this written down for you on my website at reneeclancy.com.